Okay, today we're going to talk about HBAR. And what an HBAR is the native cryptocurrency for the Hedera Hashgraph consensus algorithm. And HBAR is a couple of things. It is a cryptocurrency, and it allows people to transfer money, and it allows people to store value, but it also is a commodity. Okay, and what I mean by that is that whoever uses the Hedera Hashgraph consensus algorithm for industry or just in applications, they need the HBAR to actually transact. It is the fuel of the network. And it's a very genius thing, because what happens is, as the value of HBAR goes up due to the supply and demand forces, which are the primal forces, that's also affected obviously by the scarcity of the HBARs, because there's only 50 billion in circulation, or will be. What happens is that the companies that use the Hedera Hashgraph consensus algorithm to operate their businesses in supply chains and all kinds of other applications, they need a HBAR to pay for that actual transaction. So let's say a company sends an email and it costs them 0.001 cent to send an email. If they're sending 1,000 emails a day, that might be a cent. Okay, so basically what happens is that all these start to add up, and that's where the value comes from the fees. And what that allows people to do is to operate on the internet without being spied on, okay, by these so-called free services. Your Gmails, your messenger services, and so forth. They need to spy on you so they can generate income, and they lure in advertisers to generate advertising income. That's how it works. The internet, that's how the central server-based internet works. So instead of that, what Hedera Hashgraph does with HBAR is they apply a fee to every transaction. And what happens is too that as the value of HBAR increases, as we speak, it's about 35 cents US. As it increases, what happens is that the amount of money in US dollars that it costs to send an email remains the same. So if say from 35 cents it went to 70 cents, if it doubled, well, what would happen is this particular price would stay the same. Okay, it wouldn't go to 0.002 cents to send an email. It'd stay at 1 cent. Okay, so it is very good like that, because what that allows companies to do is to project financially and be stable in their projections, so they know exactly what their fees are going to be for the coming month and quarter and year, which is impossible on the other networks because the prices fluctuate so much and they're so high. Okay, so basically speaking, okay, what would it be in real terms? Let's say it took, for an example, one HBAR to do some sort of an API call or some sort of a transaction at 35 cents, okay, when the price for HBAR was 35 cents. Let's say it costs one HBAR to do a transaction. If the price doubles to 70 cents, it would take, for the same transaction, half a HBAR. And that's automatically programmed into the system, you see. So as the price goes up on the HBAR, the cost goes down, okay, in direct proportion. Okay, maybe you'd call that inverse proportion. Okay, so, and what that does, as time goes on, and the forces of scarcity and fear of missing out, and speculation, and the investment capacity of HBAR to stake, which means you generate a passive income to stake your HBAR to nodes that are operating in the system, because of these forces, and they drive the prices up. But companies who use HBAR, okay, to perform their industrial tasks, they're actually liking that. They're liking the increase in the value of HBAR, because what it means is it costs them the same money, but they use less HBAR, okay, to perform their tasks. So as the price goes up, it costs them less in HBAR to carry on their business. You see? So it is a very ingenious system they've thought of, Manson Lehman, and any way you look at it, it creates an upward pressure for the price of HBAR in relation to US dollars. Okay? And that is why naturally the price of HBAR will increase. Number one, because of scarcity. Number two, speculation. Number three, the opportunity to make money passively by staking your HBAR to nodes. But most importantly, the utility. Because it's a commodity, companies need it to fulfill their company operations. So anyway, just a quick rundown there on the HBAR. Go and get some, go and buy some. Still cheap right now. If you've got US dollars, it's always better to have them in HBAR, because in the future, this is what's going to run the internet. Anyway, until next time, peace.